Hey y'all, so this is me last night and just came from having a pretty fun, amazing day. I'm taking off my lashes and you guys, I was gonna make the video last night, but I decided, let me go ahead and get some rest because I know for a fact if I would have made the video last night, you guys wouldn't get the best version. No, I can't hear Pops. So I know in the beginning of the film, well, I'm talking about film, but the beginning of the video, y'all saw me with my whole hairstyle, okay? But I am taking it out. As you can see, these are my braids right here. This is my hair right here. And while I'm on the video, I'm just going to tell you guys a couple of things that happened last night. For those of you, if this is your first time seeing my videos, I am my authentic self at all times. And I think that's the best way to be. I went out to the club yesterday and I just wanted to explain my night to you guys. Just basically everything that happened and just some of the things that I'm realizing about life, okay? So I'm going to start off by saying, number one, good morning. And I hope everybody's having a pretty good day today. I don't know what it is about these new hairstyles, y'all, but I have come to realization that if I get my hair done, that I'm going to tell my hairstylist just to leave just a little bit of edges out. Because when it comes to the dramatic edges, I cannot do it. And plus, I don't know how to cover the parts of my head where my edges are growing back and they're not full yet. All right. But yeah, so went to two places yesterday. First place I went to was called Victory. And I'm going to look online because I don't want to tell y'all the wrong name because I would like for you guys to try this spot out. It is located in Midtown Miami. Let's see here. It's called Victory. And I'm just going to put, okay, Victory Miami. That was the search that I put into Google. But what popped up was Victory Restaurant and Lounge, okay? So let me just tell you guys my personal opinion about Victory Restaurant and Lounge, all right? Victory Restaurant is a nice spot. It really is. I really enjoyed myself. The food was amazing, okay? The chefs or, you know, all of the people that are sous chefs, whatever chefs that are there, they know what they are doing, okay? And this is a urban spot. A lot of young people were there. A very nice brunch spot. I mean, it was really hitting. My only issue is the music was just a little too loud for me. Where when I was having a conversation with my friend, it was as if, well, it wasn't as if, but we were literally trying to talk over the music. And I feel like when it comes to a lot of younger people, they really won't mind. But for me, it bothered me because I wasn't really able to speak and really be heard. But besides that, it was a really nice vibe. It was something that was shocking to me that I was just like, I couldn't understand when it comes to young people. I don't know what it is about younger people. And speaking of younger people, I'm looking old as hell with this little gear that I have on. It kind of looked like a hospital gown, but y'all, this is like my go-to. When I'm at home and I am really, really tired, this is what I put on. And it feels super good. But while we were waiting, me and my friend, we were waiting for our table so we can come into the restaurant and sit down. It was these young guys, which, you know, they call them YNs, you know, but younger men, I would say. And they were smoking outside. The smoking was not the problem. But one of the young guys, he had his money in his pocket and it was noticeable. When I tell y'all, it was so noticeable. He wanted the world to see it. And I don't know what it is about these young people nowadays where they just want to incriminate themselves and they want to show off so bad. And it was just so uncomfortable that I wanted to be able to say something to this young guy. But I know the way the world is now, a lot of young men, they do not like to take constructive criticism because number one, they're not told what to do. So they're out here doing whatever they want to do. And then they will feel offended not all, but you know, a lot of these young kids, that's what they will feel if you try to step to them. I really wish, you know, I had the opportunity to step to this young man, just because I just love to educate youth in all the different ways that I can. But listen, I didn't want to cause no problems, but his money was literally not hanging out his pocket where a person is like, oh my God, listen, you got money hanging out. I mean, the money, he had his money standing up and he had it in his pocket, and it was just a chunk of money, and he just wanted the world to see it, and I didn't understand. But what I had at the restaurant was shrimp and grits and fried lobster tail. It was so good. I met up with one of my college friends, and it was a really nice vibe. But this was the interesting part about going out. So when I woke up that morning and I was getting ready to go to Miami, I live in Broward County. So I'm driving, and this was before I even got on the road. I just heard a message from God that said, and I don't know if y'all ever heard God speak to y'all, but God speak to me, and every time he speaks to me, it is very low. And I just heard God tell me, don't drink anything. Like, literally, don't drink anything. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to drink nothing. All right, good, you know. So then I started thinking about, like, okay, well, if I'm not going to drink any alcohol, well, I'll just get me, like, some expensive wine. Because I'm realizing, like, cheap liquor, you can have a headache with cheap liquor. Just anything that you don't spend a little money, you know, you're going to have a headache, a hangover. So I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking to myself. I'm like, you know what? I guess I won't have anything to drink alcohol, but I'll just go ahead and get me like a bottle of wine, or, you know, some wine that's a little expensive. So that way I don't have to worry about having a hangover, or like anything like that. And while I was thinking of that, something just came in my mind, and I said it out loud when I'm driving. Now, this time I'm driving to Miami at this point. And when I'm driving to Miami, I just said to God, I said, God, I can't tell you what I'm going to do. Because at this particular point, it's like, okay, God has already told me not to drink nothing. And I'm trying to figure out a way that I can drink something without drinking what he told me to not drink, which at the same time is still a combination. You can still get drunk as fuck off liquor. Like, come on. You can still get drunk as fuck off champagne. You can still get drunk as fuck off wine. Like, you know, depending on what you have, and especially when it is a high volume of whatever, you are more likely to get drunk. So I just felt that. So me and my friend, we go out. I didn't have anything to drink. Came home, got some rest. All right. Later on that night, I went out again. My cousins, they called me. They were telling me that they were going to go out. So we went to Los Olas. This is 4th of July weekend. Y'all, we went to Fat Tuesdays. If y'all don't know what Fat Tuesdays is a bar where they have slushies. I love a good slushy drink. I did not drink anything, okay? The only thing that I had was water. But I saw, it was so many people's birthday that day. Yesterday, it was loud. The music was jamming. We had a nice spot. We partied for probably about 4 hours. And when I tell y'all, it was lit, okay? And what it made me realize is that, I don't know, you know, I'm not saying I'm going to fully let go drinking right now. But I'm not thinking about it. You know, I'm just not thinking about it on that level, you know. And one of the things that I'm going to talk about that may seem hypocritical to some, but I have to speak on it. The twerking culture. To me, I just feel like it's overrated. You know what I'm saying? It is overrated. It's one thing to dance and to enjoy yourself and to have fun and to live life. But I just seen so many young girls shaking their ass. And I mean, I could literally see booty cheeks, and then you'll have one girl bending her friend over, they dancing, and you got all of these girls dancing, then you got some of them dancing on the floor, doing splits on the floor, and it just, you know, like I said, I don't want to sound hypocritical, but after a while, it just looks disgusting. It's like, it was nothing to lead to imagination. If I was a man and I seen that, I just would have been like, you know what, let me go ahead and holler at her, because it's already out there. And a lot of these young girls, they were just really enjoying themselves. Like, I'm not here to like criticize, but it just makes me realize that there's not a lot of class. The class has been taken out. Okay? In other words, like, and this is the best way I'm going to summarize it, and this is just coming in my head. You know how, like, if you're in school, you have class, right? And then you have the subject, okay? When you go in class, you have to know how to behave. Class is class. You sit down, you pay attention. If it's anything that you want to ask, you raise your hand. You are in class. You're supposed to act a certain way in class. Now, you have the subjects, which that's what the class is about. That's what you're going to learn. I just feel that a lot of class has been taken out of the world that we live in now, where people don't even have shame to even just have a little class about themselves. Just a little class. You know, I was just so shocked, because it was just like, oh my God. And listen, y'all, I was sitting in my seat. I danced, you know, I had a good time. It was one girl that was by me and my cousins, and she told us it was her birthday, and she pulled me up and she wanted to dance with me, and I did a little 1-2, but I sat down because I can't compete with them 20-year-olds. I remember when I was 20, and I enjoyed myself, but I still had some type of class where I did not want my ass to be out, where a person can literally see everything. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to say it again. Not downing anybody and what they choose to do, but I just feel like it's so much. It's like, and it ain't just the younger girls, it's the older girls. It's a lot of people. They are into, like, we just have lost the touch of giving a damn about how we look out here in the streets. That's what I'm saying. And I mean, I was looking at just the atmosphere, because whenever I go somewhere, I always look at everything. And I was looking at some of the young men, and it's like, this is what they're used to. It's nothing. This is what they're used to. I feel like back in the days, like, you go to a strip club, that's what that was for. The strippers already showing their ass. So why not, you know, show your ass and act up? And then I would tell you what I thought about, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but it's going to go back to the alcohol thing. I thought about the fact that I didn't have nothing to drink last night. I didn't have nothing to drink yesterday morning. What would have happened if I had something to drink? Because I can clearly tell that all those young girls that were dancing, all the older women, because it wasn't just young, that were dancing, they obviously had a drink. It's something about alcohol, what it does. Like, it's just something. It will make you think different, act different, be a completely different person. And I just thought about, you know, when I came home, first of all, no hangover, waking up with my right mind. And all I can think about was, God, you told me not to drink. And I know why you told me not to. So, you know, that's my take. But I had a really great time. And if it's anything that I can say that I enjoyed the most, I enjoyed the music, because I love a good hood tune. Okay? I love a good Young Jeezy. I love a good Gucci. I love a good T.I. I love a good, all them old school jams. And whoever the DJ was, he was playing all the old school music from back in the days. Okay? So that's what I enjoyed the most. I enjoyed the environment, just being able to be around a place that was urban, hood, and ain't nobody fighting, ain't nobody getting toe down. Like I say, even when it comes to the girls and them twerking, everybody was really just enjoying themselves. You know, just not drinking made me think about just sometimes as a people, you want to be put in a situation where your head is on straight and there's nothing affecting your head. So with that being said, guys, let me know if y'all like the video, if it's something that you would be interested in, you know, when it comes to listening to any more videos like this. But my mother's calling me, and I will talk to y'all later. Mwah.